Everybody's heard somebody say that carbs are bad for them and you need to remove them if you're trying to lose body fat. But are they really affecting your fat loss like you may think? Are they a good thing? Should you be consuming them? Should you not be consuming them? And are they potentially keeping you fat? In this video, I'm going to give you the answers. Should you be consuming carbs, or is it really no carbs before marbs? Before we get into it, for anyone new around here, hi, I'm Joe. I'm a Team GB gymnast turned fat loss coach, and I help people drop body fat and build a body that they're proud of without removing everything that they enjoy about life with my online content and coaching services. If at any point during this video you want a little bit more information, if you hit the link in the description, I've put together everything you need to know to lose the next pound of body fat over the next 24 days for free. You can grab them absolutely free, no strings attached. First link in the description. I've had so many clients come to me with the same question. Should carbs be something that they consume on a day-to-day basis? Is it affecting their fat loss? Will it stop them losing weight? All of these things. So I wanted to put this video together to solve it once and for all. Because I know you may be wondering that too. Carbs or carbohydrates are your body's main fuel source, especially in exercise. What that means is your body actually heavily relies on this thing, right? Not specifically the rigatoni, even though it's a great pasta choice. Your body is relying on carbohydrates day to day for normal bodily day-to-day functions. So if you remove them, what actually happens? So if you are consuming a good amount of carbohydrates, and again, all of this stuff depends on exactly what you're doing day to day, but we're just presuming you're Joe Blogs, imagine if your name is actually Joe Blogs, the normal standard person training a couple times a week, having a normal job, whatever, okay? So if you're consuming a good amount, moderate amount of carbs, you're gonna have periods and obviously time throughout the day where you're exerting more energy, but obviously you have stores of carbohydrates and you're also consuming moderate amounts. So you are able to not massively spike your energy towards the end of the day, but if you're doing this properly, you're able to actually maintain a decent amount, a level of energy throughout the day, for your gym, whatever. And obviously there's lots of things that change this and variables, but this is really the point. What's likely going to happen if you don't have enough carbohydrates in your diet is this. Your energy is probably going to crash, your mood's going to drop, and ultimately your training and your output from the gym to day-to-day life is definitely going to suffer. You may feel okay for the first few days or a period of time, but this approach is likely not going to be sustainable in the long run. A key thing to remember here is we're looking for a long-term, steady, sustainable approach. We don't want a quick fix. I'm sure you may have experienced before a yo-yo dieting effect. Maybe you've gone through a really strict period of cutting out everything, no alcohol, nothing fun out of your life, and you've seen results for a short period of time. But eventually, when that mood drops enough, when that energy drops, when you feel worse enough, it's going to probably cause something which we're going to actually go into in the next point. But before I tell you exactly what this can cause, which is stopping you from losing body fat consistently, I need to talk to you about something which actually has the biggest effect on the scales and your body fat. If you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to lose body fat, this comes down to one key thing, the calorie deficit. This happens when you are burning more calories day to day than you are consuming. Your body is using more energy than you're putting into it. When calories are matched, research has shown no significant difference when it comes to comparing a low-fat diet and a low-carbohydrate diet. Carbs don't make you fat. Eating more than your body burns does. They're probably not the reason why you're not seeing the scales budge, or you can't shift that excess body fat that you're holding. Rice, oats, pasta, potatoes, fruit, carbohydrates are some of the most filling food groups. This means it's likely going to make it way easier for you sustainably to remain in a calorie deficit if you're consuming or actually utilizing carbohydrates. So carbs should probably be your best friend when it comes to fat loss. You don't need to cut out carbohydrates. You just need to manage exactly how many calories you are consuming day to day and how many you are burning day to day. If that burning amount is below the amount you are consuming, you will lose body fat, lose weight over time. Earlier in the video, I spoke about something that is caused when you remove carbs completely from your diet. We're going to call this the binging effect. I want you to imagine something here. When we tell our brain something is completely off limits, we become even more obsessed with it. I see this all the time in people that I've worked with before. They'll say, I'm never having alcohol again, or I'm not allowed any chocolate. And then suddenly they want it more than ever before. Have you ever felt like this? You've cut something out and then suddenly it's so much more appealing. This is where the binge effect is really born. Research has shown that restricting your diet is actually one of the strongest predictors of people who partake in binge eating. So Joe, you're telling me that if I remove carbohydrates from my diet, I may be much more likely to eat them, binge, overeat, and get out of a calorie deficit. Yeah, I am. Most people white knuckle it for the first few weeks, and I'm not trying to have a fight with you, Phil. I'm just trying to make a point. They do not stick at this consistently. Another reason is I want you to be in a position where you actually don't mind the foods you're consuming, how much you're consuming, energy, diet, training, mood. I want you to enjoy it. I don't want you to be in a place where you can't have pasta with your missus, or you can't go out for a meal, or you can't have a drink. I don't want you to be in that place. I don't want you to lose lots of weight over 6 weeks, and then as soon as you leave the program or stop doing whatever you were doing, you go straight back to your old ways. I want you to have a sustainable approach that actually means you enjoy life. You can go out with your mates or your missus. You can do these things and not sit at home staring at a wall eating cardboard. Flexibility is going to beat restriction every single time. If you found that useful and you want more bits of information like that, I've put everything you need to know to lose your next pound of body fat over the next 24 days. Small, actionable things you can get absolutely free to help you lose a pound of body fat over the next 24 days. First link in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube's going to suggest a video right here that's probably going to be busting a fat loss or fitness myth. And you should probably watch it because you enjoyed this one.